as an introduction, we are going to look at some of the general applications of this course. In chapter 1, we look at sequence and series of real numbers. One of the basic applications of this chapter is the size of population growth. እንደምናውቀው the size of population growth can be modeled by using an exponential function. This implies that the size of population growth uses the concept of geometric progression. ስለዚህ geometric sequence በመጠቀም predict ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። Intensity of radioactivity, the amount of radiation released by a given object can be predicted using the concept of geometric sequence. And the amount of money in a bank after a given amount of time, ያው ባንኩ ኢንትረስት ካለውና ኢንትረስቱ if it is simple interest or compound interest, we can predict the amount of money we have after a given amount of time. The second chapter, which is power series, one of the basic applications of this chapter is spectrum analysis. For a given electromagnetic radiation, which has a very varied range of frequencies and wavelengths, pinpoint በማድረግ የሆነ ስፔሲፊክ የሆነ ፍሪኩዌንሲ እና ዌቭሌንግዝ በማግኘት እዛ ላይ ያሉትን ፕሮፐርቲዎች ማጥራት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። And analysis of some types of differential equations, ያው it's just another method of solving some types of differential equations. The third chapter ደግሞ Fourier series and Fourier integrals, similarly እዚህ ጋር spectrum analysis ነው። Specifically electrical signals ነው የምናጠናው ማለት ነው በዚህ ቻፕተር ስር። The fourth chapter ደግሞ it's differential calculus of functions with several variables. One of the basic applications of this chapter is the analysis of absolute motion. Absolute motion in dynamics is a motion which is in 3 dimensions. In the design and manufacture of some mechanical machines, the concept of differential calculus በጣም ነው የሚጠቅመን ማለት ነው። Then there is the analysis of rates of change of different physical quantities. Basically, as a common example የምንጠቀመው let's say የሆነ ታንከር ውስጥ ውሃ ቢኖርና ያ ውሃ የሚቀንስበትና የሚጨምርበትን ሬት በማጥናት ብዙ ኮንክሉዥኖችን ማውጣት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። Then there is different optimization problems. የሆነ phenomenon either mathematically በኢኩዌዥን ወይም ደግሞ graphically describe በማድረግ ያንን ግራፍ ወይም ያንን ኢኩዌዥን ኦፕቲማይዝ በማድረግ ማለትም using the concept of differential calculus ኦፕቲማይዝ በማድረግ ዲዛይረብል የሆነ ኳንቲቲ ማግኘት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። Then the fifth chapter, which is integral calculus of functions with several variables, again one of the basic applications as in chapter 4 is the analysis of absolute motion. ያው since still calculus ላይ ስላለን analysis of absolute motion is the basic application of this chapter. Then there is the computation of area and computation of volume. Area and volume irregularly shaped ለሆኑ ከርቮች ኦር ሪጅኖች ወይም ሶሊዶች ግን ፈንክሽናቸው የታወቀ ከሆነ በጣም በቀላሉ ኤሪያቸውን ወይም ቮሊዩማቸውን if it's a 3 dimensional object ማግኘት እንችላለን ማለት ነው።